Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. We meet once again from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. That is a reminder to myself to call Mike from Baldwin Ace Hardware to see how he did in poker. You're like, what? Yeah, he's just a degenerate gambler. Call Mike. I got to block out like an hour at a time. You got anybody like that in your life where, you know, you're like, I have to set aside time for the conversation and get yourself ready for what will be a hunkered down 1 hour conversation? I've got a lot of people like that in my life. Kenny right away picks up on that. It's like, you have the polar opposites. Me, who it doesn't matter who I'm talking to, I cannot wait to get out of the conversation. And Kenny, who has never had anything less than a 5-hour phone call with anyone on the planet. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, lighter on the details. Reduce your syllable count by 99%. What the fuck? It's not you, it's me. No, I take that back. It's mostly you. It's all right, though. I still love you. And I still love those people that I choose to call who talk so damn long, but just know that I have to. God, I cannot. I was talking with Stu McAllister recently, and I think the conversation went on for like 1 minute too long, and that's okay. I gotta go. If you hear me say, okay, I gotta go, it almost is making it seem like it's a pressing situation that something terrible just happened. But no, I cannot stand it anymore. The ADHD kicks in, and then I am out. Done. The conversation is over. No more. Cannot have that for another second longer. My God. All right. This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. I wrote down an order for these first 3 stories, and I'm going to try to stick to it because of the ridiculous nature of this first one, even though it is a 30-year anniversary of my marriage to my beautiful wife. I want to jump on that and make that be the first story, but I'm going to stick to it here. A little bit of background. We've been having an issue with the NFK where what we suspect are errant streaks of feces are showing up in spots where they should not be showing up. I would say that an errant streak of feces, you have a limited number of options as to where feces should appear. Feces, a streak of smeared feces should only be on toilet paper, perhaps an article of clothing that touches the ass region, and the inside of a toilet. Hold up. Daisy, no. No, honey. When and I actually may have mentioned this story to you, but we have I have another chapter in this ridiculous saga. And if you don't know, my brother-in-law lives with us. We take care of him. I am his primary caregiver. We've had a number of amazing moments that have led to terrific fodder on this show. And, him and I have bonded. And, but there's just some things that need to be addressed. I give him plenty of space, but some things, no space can be given. And I think one of those space things that no space can be given would be errant feces streaks showing up in various spots in the house. Okay. So when we were camping up north, he sleeps in this back bedroom in the RV. We notice that there appears to be a bit of debris on the bed sheet. I'm like, how the fuck did that get there? I'm like, well, maybe it's tobacco. So I said it then. I go, okay, there's only one way to find out. You must scratch it and smell it. She said no. I said, okay, well, then we're going to assume that that's feces. We yanked the sheets off, put on another set of sheets. 1 day later, there's more feces there. Sarah writes, just tell him, Kevin, it's time you wear underwear. You're getting ahead of me, but I'm glad you brought that up because underwear or not, there's still feces in a very reachable part of his body. And I'm going somewhere with this. As you know, his hands don't work like yours and mine. There's some struggle going on wiping his asshole. So the idea has been floated about a bidet, and that is happening, by the way. So, all right, streak number 2 of feces on the bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, that ends. This past weekend, Diana went over to her cousin's house with Kevin. They come back, and she says, you got to have a talk with Kevin. So I know something's up. I go, what happened now? She said, well, he left shit on her bed, on the bed sheets. There's feces. I go, okay, so that's what's up. All right. So the one thing is, we don't know about how this is taking place. Is there just piles of shit on his ass? Or is it like itching, like shit tends to when you don't wipe well? And is he taking his finger and digging it up his asshole while in bed and then wiping it on the bed? One of two things is happening. Either way, it's terrible. So Diana and I go to the store and we buy these. She goes, all right, let's buy those flushable wipes, which, by the way, they're not really flushable, but I don't give a fuck. That's some sanitation engineer's problem now. And she goes, just take these and put them on the back of the toilet. I go, well, just putting them on the back of the toilet is not going to help. We need you. Trust me on this. There has to be a discussion. Well, you're just the guy to do it. I go, you're damn right I am. Joe Moran says, I thought you were scrubbing his asshole. Well, yeah, that's true. But you got to realize I'm not. He gets a shower every other day. He just sits there and watches TV. It's not like he goes out and runs marathons. So his skin on his ass doesn't have any shit on it until he takes a shit. Now, unless I go and scrub his asshole after every time he takes a dump, this is unavoidable, apparently. So I go walking into the room where he's watching TV and I got the wipes with me. I go, Kevy, can I have a word? And I give him the background, and I have to. It's like presenting the evidence. I go, Kevy, there's been streaks of feces on the sheets, and I tell him about all the scenarios I just told you, and he's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. And I go, I need to know first of all the mystery of how feces winds up on these sheets. Are you actually? I actually said this. Are you taking your finger and sticking it up your ass, scratching it, and then wiping the shit that's on your finger onto the bed? He looks at me like I'm nuts. He goes, I'm not sticking my finger up my ass. I go, well, then what the fuck is happening there? He goes, well, I don't wear underwear. And when I take off my, so he knows he does this. He's knowingly getting shit on there. And I mean, think about it. If you are getting ready for Betty Bye, and you smear your own feces on your bed sheets, you're going to be so fucking grossed out. You're going to change. You better at least change the bed sheets. I mean, and you're going to, I don't know. The question, he sleeps naked? No. He takes off his pants, and then the shit is on his pants, and then he sits on his bed while nude. And then the shit winds up on the bed somehow, and then he gets back on his feet and puts his fucking sweats on. Amanda writes, could lead to a bacterial infection. Of course, yeah. We don't want this happening. This is why we bathe. So I go, all right, and he goes, oh yeah, it's just that it's it's because I don't wear underwear, is what he says. And I said, well, no, it's not because you don't wear underwear. It's because there's feces on your skin. That's what's happening. I said, you're struggling to wipe, aren't you? Yeah. So he admits that. I go, okay, well, this is what we're doing. These are these wipes, and I'm going to put them on the back of the toilet. Can you open them? And I actually make him take his hands, which are wonky, and he opens them up, and he goes, okay, great, I can get to them. I go, all right, awesome. Now, these are the conversation. And then he goes, I don't want you to feel bad about this. And I go, no, I don't feel bad about it. He goes, I love you for taking care of me. So he knows what's up, and then he gets up and gives me a big hug and a kiss. Because he loves kissing people. And I'm like, no kissies. I know that brushing your teeth is a once a month ritual here. We can't. No more kissies for your brother-in-law. Say no to kissing. He's got a big wad of tobacco in his fucking lip. Oh my God, come on, for fuck's sake, come on, man, back off. I just had a discussion with you about how there's feces all over the place, and you're giving me kisses. The idea that I'm sure the thought is, why does he not wear underwear? Well, when he goes pee, he can't really, he has difficulty accessing his penis. And I'm not kidding you. There's several things that are happening that make this a struggle. He has a large sack. 1. 2, his penis is unbelievably small. I am not kidding you. And his hands don't work. Kenny says, I remember Eric not wanting people to shake his hand when he talked about meeting Freeburg and Hot Wings listeners at live shows. The thought of Kevin giving Eric a hug and a kiss cracked me up. Yeah, it didn't crack me up. That's gross. Okay, so that all unfolds, and, you know, I'm like, okay. And then the next setup is Amanda says, no, buy underwear. No, you don't understand. He can't manipulate. He has no feeling in his hands. It's a great struggle. And so what he does when he pees is he stands in front of the toilet and he just kind of pushes his pants down to his knees and then just stands there. He can't even grab his cock. It's so small. I'm not kidding you. He has the world's smallest dick. Remember I talked to you about if you don't use it, you will lose it? That has happened. It's gone. Which is why I'm suggesting that one of you Zaniac women needs to take one for the team and have sex with him. You will help his health. So there's several of you that I know are single. Amanda comes to mind. She's always looking for her next conquest. Linda is here, and she is single as well. So, and I'm trying to convince friend of the family, Sherry, to have sex with him. So if we could get you all, you know how like when someone gets sick, you have Meal Train? There's like a website. Hey, it's Meal Train time. So-and-so's going to die. Can you go ahead and make some Salisbury steak for so-and-so before, because the family, you sign up for Meal Train. That's what you do. We could do our own sex train thing where you Zaniac women, or maybe men, I don't know, can sign up to have sex with the NFK. You should give him a bath and then have sex with him. Just a suggestion. You'd be helping someone in need. All right. Man, it's the story of my life. I get prostituted out. Wait, what are you telling me? Are you saying that you've been a prostitute before now? What, huh? And you're not being prostituted out. You're not being paid for this. This is a goodwill gesture. So, that's where we are right now. And then the bidet is on the way. But the thing about the bidet is the idea of showing him how to use this is not the brightest bulb And by the way, Diana thinks she's got autism. Jesus. Not the brightest bulb in the box. I don't know. 30 years of marriage today. I'll post some pictures later on today to Facebook and Twitter of the big day 30 years ago. I was married to the Queen of the Forest in some teeny tiny church in the middle of Richmond, Michigan, and was a huge bummer because I found out after the fact that it could have been at my home parish where I grew up in beautiful Warren, Michigan. The priest that when I was growing up, was the pastor at the parish, Father John Hall, who's now deceased. He ended up moving away to this little parish in Richmond, Michigan. So when I said to him, hey, Father Hall, Diana and I are getting married. We want you to marry us at your parish. It's way off the beaten path in Richmond, Michigan. This is a small little shithead town full of MAGA assholes. And so we went to this, I don't even think it's a church anymore. We went to this faraway place and had the wedding. Everybody had to drive a fucking hour to get there. After the wedding, Father Hall said, well, why didn't you just have it at St. Martin's where you grew up? I go, what do you mean? You're not the priest there anymore. He goes, well, I can still say a wedding there. All I have to do is say, hey, do you mind if I say a wedding there? What? But it was great. And 30 years later, here we are. However, yesterday, I think that she was ready to leave me. Boy, was she pissed off at me. Let's see.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoa. Hey, happy anniversary.
Yeah. Hello. Happy anniversary.
Wow. 30 years. I remember when it was 20 years.
I know. I remember. Yeah, exactly.
I remember because I was on the radio talking about it. And I just remember the vividness of that moment. And here we are. We've added 10 more onto that.
I know. And remember at 20, we had that big party and renewed our vows?
Yes, I do remember that. That was a good bash.
Yeah.
That was a good bash. A good time, to be sure.
10 years ago later now.
So I was just talking with the audience here, and I said that there was a chance that after yesterday that we would not reach 30 years exactly because how much you wanted to murder me yesterday.
Well, I was having a bad day, so let's not dwell on the negative right now.
Well, it's hilarious.
Let's think about the, as a matter of fact, right now I'm looking at my 20-year anniversary present that you got me sitting on our corner shelf. Do you remember what it was?
It's the rowboat. No. Is that it?
It's a rowboat.
That wasn't the 20-year. That was the 25-year.
No, it wasn't, I don't think.
Yes, it was, because I remember I was telling Julius about it on the radio, and I wasn't working with Julius 10 years ago.
Oh, so that's 25.
It's a 25-year. What does it say on the rowboat? It's two little, like...
it's like a girl, it's like a man and woman looking at each other, looking, giving them hard eyes. Each other hard eyes, under like an umbrella in a boat.
Yes, that's a wonderful gift. It's better than the one you're getting this year.
And you kind of wind it up, and it makes... I don't know what song it plays.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you wind it up every day, right?
I listen to it every day. Yeah, but today I'm not getting anything.
No.
30 years.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I said I'm not getting anything.
I know.
may have got you something, but...
No, you better not have.
Well, I better at least be taken to dinner. We better at least go to dinner to celebrate.
Yes.
I shouldn't say that because it's not just all about me. We should go celebrate with dinner, though.
I am. I'm planning on taking you out to eat.
And then we get to go look at blinds.
Oh, yes.
And, stuff like that. That's what you do at 30 years of marriage.
Go look at blinds to have installed into your basement. How romantic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where are you in the residence right now?
I'm sitting in my chair, but I'm getting ready to go upstairs and take a shower before I have to take Daisy to the vet.
All right, don't say anything about that. That's the next story I'm getting into. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say nothing more then. Congratulations on 30 years of marriage to your husband.
You mean 30 years of putting up with you?
It's a horrible thing to say. It's a terrible comment.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't want it any other way.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But, we've been through a lot. We've come through on top many, many times.
Oh, yeah. There's no stopping us now.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, what the hell? All right, honey.
Yeah, you ever hear about a couple? I think we know people who are married for 50 and 60 years, and then when they're in their 80s, they get divorced. I vaguely remember people that we know have been through that.
They got 50 years. They're like, yeah, okay, I'm done.
Maybe not people we know, but parents of people we know.
Yeah, okay, this is enough. 60 years is enough. I'm going to trade you in for a newer model.
Yeah, that just sounds terrible. I mean, if you're 83, because who was that? Can we say who did that? Who went through that?
I don't even remember, actually.
God, there's people we know with really old parents who did that exact thing, and it's escaping me right now.
Yeah, it's escaping me too. I don't recall.
But I mean, okay, if you're 80 and you get divorced after that many years of marriage, that's probably the worst. Because at least if you're 50 and you get divorced, you're probably going to meet someone else. So you are kind of cutting ties and you're well, I'm just going to have the rest of my years and meet someone new. When you're 80, you won't meet anyone new. So you're basically saying, I'd rather die alone than spend another minute with you.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well just, go through. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
Yeah, you just sounded like Joe Biden right there.
I mean, at this point, you might as well just keep it up. I mean, stick with it. I mean, what the hell?
All right.
If you're 80 years old, what the hell?
I think you're having a stroke. I love you.
Yeah, okay. I got to go take a shower. I love you.
Okay, bye-bye. See you. So, okay, thank you very much if you are getting the live audio video live stream of this show. I do the show each and every weekday morning at about the same time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Either download the Twitch app and you can take the show with you. Just search Eric Zane. And or just go to your desktop, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. If you're new to that, you're going to have to fill out your little name thing, give yourself a username or whatever the hell it is. And then you can enjoy the show live wherever you go. It's a much better platform than watching it on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. But I also, as of this second, am on those platforms as well, but only so I can tell those viewers/listeners there that I'm about to cut them off. So, on tomorrow's show, you wanted it uninterrupted, so just go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, and then you can do that. You can take part, and there's a community there of people chit-chatting, and off you go. So, there you go. Otherwise, you can download the audio podcast to your heart's content. Wherever you download podcasts, just search Eric Zane Show on whatever platform that you like to listen on, and you can do that. So for you all on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, thank you for being here for part of the show. And the rest of it, you can go catch it right now, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. There you go. Get out of here.